Ahoy hoy, and welcome to day 25 of 30 videos in 30 days. I've given some consideration to doing these on a daily basis following this, but that honestly seems a little strenuous and obligation heavy. A little tough to do it when there's other folks' schedules that I'm working around, and still not fully necessarily comfortable with doing it with other people yet, but there's a really healthy chance that my wife will step in for tomorrow's. Uh, Not a lot going on today. Did some stuff. Mostly a Costco trip. Hung out. Just good family day after a good social day yesterday with church folks. A little bit odd for me, as well as Eagles. The big thing tomorrow, and this is actually, I think, a relatively worthwhile subject to talk about, is I am actually going for a job interview tomorrow. I did not think that this was something that was anywhere near my future, but I'm feeling a little bit led in this direction. So, advancing on faith. Worst case scenario, doesn't work out. But the crazy thing is that I have absolutely zero stress about it. Not worried too much about how I look. I mean, granted, I'll clean up the scruff a bit. Not overly concerned about how the interview itself goes, because I know that I'm coming forward with a tremendous amount of skills. And ultimately, in the current market, workers are. It's kind of a workers' market. You know, employers need workers more than vice versa. It should still give me time to pursue my coaching and speaking interests, which would be great. It may give some added incentive to actually be a little bit more productive on my days, and would certainly not hurt to have a little bit more money in my pocket. Still got the dream house in line. You know, it's going to come down the way. Just have to get there first, and it would certainly help to pay off this house first. This house first. He says, making sure to use body movement correctly. I honestly didn't think I would go back to work. Last job was just horrible. Anxiety, lack of appreciation, all sorts of stuff like that. And it's just going to take too long to build up the business coaching until I'm really able to get out there and get more people taking advantage of the opportunities to speak with me. I'm getting a lot of excellent vibes for it. I'm getting a lot of excellent enthusiasm for it. I'm getting a lot of excellent drive for it. I just don't have any financial draw to it yet. And I actually did learn a lot from a empowered biz creation program that I did yesterday with my friend Jenna Lee, who is amazing, just for reference sake. It's later on at night tonight. I feel bad because the last week most of these have been kind of short. But I'm also talking a lot and monologuing a lot, and it's kind of challenging to just keep doing that monologuing. Maybe I should actually come up with something vaguely political that I can pretend to sound knowledgeable about, or just remind people that they're awesome, which I try and do all the time. I will say there's been a very nice shift from the perspective of just specifically stating every day that I'm looking to help people and how to help them. I'm able to see a lot more how I'm able to do that. So I think that genuinely is a very excellent and powerful tool for other people to hopefully try and build on. Maybe I can start that cult of kindness that I'd really like to get together. Let's see. Spelled with a K. Kindness cult. Yeah. As long as I only keep it down to 2 Ks. 3 Ks is where it gets kind of crazy. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't have much else to offer today. Like I said, good chance tomorrow I'll have some people around. But again, the most important thing with this is, as much as I hope other people are getting something out of this, I'm doing it for me to show that I can actually be consistent for a month. and to do something that I'm not necessarily always comfortable with just to get it done. And like I said, tomorrow I get to go do a job interview where I get to come in, not giving a fuck either way if I'm hired or not, because if I'm hired, it's where I'm supposed to be, where I'm feeling led. If I'm not hired, who the fuck cares? I can get another job somewhere else, doing something else, and it'll all work out. So, gonna call it quits for today, but I'll be back tomorrow, as I always am.